I could just add something on digital public humanities as well. I think that one of the end products that we want to be able to add, and using Annotation Studio to do this in the descriptions of the house, and and that sort of moves beyond the pedagogy aspect that Chris has been talking about, is that the fact that the way to engage with some of the social change that needs to happen through these external collaborations that we want to promote through this work is to use digital tools to get that information to people. One of the problems we're dealing with that we're trying to solve is the Curly House is currently empty. There's nobody in it. It could be used for a variety of educational and community-based work. It's owned by the City of Boston, and it just needs some sort of focus in order to convince people that this building should be used in this way. And I think that through using digital tools such as our website, and once we're able to make different annotated documents available, such as the Gertrude Dennis manuscript and Curly's speeches, we're going to be able to move closer to having a real social impact in using these tools within the community. So I think that Annotation Studio can definitely play a role in that.
I'm really pushing, and I think Jody is as well, to really use Annotation Studio also as a form of public exhibit or presentation. And so I think the best example of that is in the Curly class. We're curating this virtual house museum, and we have we're building this kind of 3D model of the home and trying to curate the history and legacy of James Michael Curly. But we have a document, kind of primary source document that we got. But it's a really dense document, and it refers to all sorts of antiques and artworks and people and places that our students and people in general might not be all that familiar with. We want them to annotate it, and then we want to make it part of our exhibit where people can explore the manuscript and make it interactive, essentially.
And I think as part of the website we've built around the project and the eventual sort of Project Curly Research Hub that we want to sort of provide the community with, part of that, Annotation Studio can play a role in that, particularly through the annotation of documents like the Gertrude Dennis manuscript that Chris has been talking about. But we're also thinking of moving into areas such as annotating Curly's speeches, getting into the types of messages he was trying to get across to the people of Boston, and try to bring him sort of back to the people to make an argument as to why the Curly House should be preserved and why it should be used in a way by the city that will be instructive to both the community as well as sort of the greater American public as well that would come to Jamaica Plain and visit this place, because